Caleb Calhoun. 3-2. Caleb Calhoun here with former Auburn linebacker and NFL Pro Bowler Takeo Spikes. This is Caleb Calhoun with Off the Hook Sports. How are you doing today, Takeo?
Doing well, man. Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So we cover our primarily Tennessee, our listeners, and I think that Tennessee fans very well remember you for you did about everything you possibly could to keep Peyton Manning from winning that SEC title in 1997.
I did, and I was reminded of that yesterday when I saw Coach Cutcliffe. I had the chance to see him. He's one of my all-time favorites, even though I didn't play for him. But that was a hell of a game, man. Magnificent game. Actually, to be able to win defensive MVP of the game when you lose, I think that's only happened 2 times in history. So definitely quite an honor. And anytime you get a chance to play against so many guys on that Tennessee team, I think about Al Wilson. I think about, of course, Peyton Manning, Leonard Little. Who else? Jamal Lewis. Oh my God, you guys were stacked on that team.
Yeah, there was the talent on the field that day in that game is just incredible. So you guys at Auburn now, y'all shot for the stars. You're bringing in Hugh Freeze this year.
Yep.
What do you think? How quickly do you think Auburn could compete with Alabama for the top dog in the state?
I don't see it being this year. I really don't. And just because the lack of what we don't have, Hugh Freeze addressed it yesterday. He said, look, I want to be able to compete with the upper echelon, but we're not there yet. But what I can say is we're a better Auburn. He upgraded the roster. He's created competition in rooms, from the quarterback room, the linebacker room, wide receiver. And so when you do all of that, it breeds production. So now we got a month of training camp to really see how everything shakes out, how the guys react to the coaching, and then just see who responds.
How difficult? Well, I don't want to say difficult because Auburn's one of the top, one of those elite 7-8 jobs in the SEC. Where do you think it stands in terms of, from a recruiting perspective? Do you think there could be a point one day where Auburn becomes the school in the state, the primary school that everybody wants to go to?
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, I feel like we go back and forth. Now, granted, Alabama has had a dominance over the past 10, 12 years, but at the end of the day, it's all about what have you done for me lately. And I think Hugh Freeze will clearly exemplify that this year. He will surprise a lot of people, and a lot of people will be shocked to see what happens. But I don't expect for Auburn to take that next leap. Not this year, maybe next year.
Yeah, there was a time when you guys beat Alabama 6 years in a row. And there was a time, and Hugh Freeze has Alabama's number, so you guys got a really good chance.
Yeah.
This to really even that playing field in terms of with the SEC going to 16 teams. Obviously, Georgia and Alabama are rivalries that you want to keep forever, I'm guessing. But I would assume, would you love to keep things like maybe the Ole Miss or the LSU rivalry, or maybe add Tennessee, which was a rivalry back in the day?
I think it's good to have that crossover like that. The rivalries, that was the one thing that I was worried about with the coming up under one roof next year. Can we keep the rivalries intact? Because that's what fans look forward to. That's what players look forward to. That's what you grow up being accustomed to seeing. And I thought we as a conference did a hell of a job of being able to not only do it, but address it. And moving forward, having Texas and Oklahoma to come in to add them into the mix. So it's going to be a lot of parity. And then also, too, you now probably will have, at least you can have one loss and go in the college football playoff. Maybe that opens up the room. Maybe you have 2. You don't want to lose it, but the competition is so tough inside of the SEC, especially moving forward, to where, you're going to have a lot of teams like that.
Last question before we let you get out of here. Who's playing for the SEC title this year? Have you made your picks yet?
Not yet. I'm not going to pick it yet. Why? Because I don't have to. But I will be ready to pick in August, opening weekend, Make sure you stay tuned. SEC Network, SEC Now. I'll have my picks ready then.
All right. Thanks a lot, Takeo. This has been great with Off the Hook Sports. This is Caleb Calhoun. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Caleb.